And welcome to Did You Hear That, a podcast presented by Pensacola Paranormal Research Group. My name is Jason, and I am your host for tonight's episode. So, I'm glad that everybody has been tuning in and catching the show. This is a pretty brand new show that we're trying to do, so we're trying something new. Um, in today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the paranormal groups that you see on TV. Some of my favorite ones that I continue to watch is Ghost Adventures. I have been a big fan of Ghost Adventures since day one. Um, I like their style that they do. Not many people do. A lot of people have been hating on Ghost Adventures here for a little while now. But I tend to really like what they do. Another show and team that I really enjoy here lately, and it's gotten a lot of attention since I've been watching it, has been Project Fear. Now, they started out as Destination Fear on the Travel Channel a while back, and due to after about I think it was 4 seasons, their show got canceled. They took a hiatus and basically rebranded their show, changed the name to Project Fear, and now it is all a YouTube-based TV show, which I think by doing it on YouTube like that, they have basically they can basically do what they want to do without having to watch what censors are after them or whatever. So it's still the same format that they had with Destination Fear, but it's moved on to a bigger and better show. And I really like the interactions between Dakota and Chelsea and Alex and Tanner. They work really well together. Being best friends and brother and sister as Tanner or as Dakota and Chelsea are, and they really have a good chemistry together. And I really like what they're doing. Um, Ghost Hunters is one that I still watch and on occasion. Now with Ghost Hunters, I think the thing with them is the basis behind the Ghost Hunters was, they are looking for paranormal evidence and finding out what could be causing that. And what they also do is they try to find explanations of what could be causing it. If it's not something paranormal, then they try to find what could be causing it. And I like that. You can't always call everything paranormal. Um, you can't say, "Oh, a ghost is doing this, a ghost is doing that." You have to really investigate and find out what could be causing those issues. Um, as you've seen in some of their episodes, and everybody will tell you, um, if you have high EMF, that can cause a lot of the feelings that you may have: paranoia, nauseousness, dizziness, especially if it's very high. So that is one thing that I do like about the Ghost Hunters people. And Jason Hawes has always been, I think, very truthful and forefront with what he does. So there are a lot of different teams out there. The Race Chasers out of Tennessee. I really liked their shows when they had their shows on. I think they had a very interesting chemistry, and especially when they would go and try to build these devices and contraptions to try to capture a spirit and stuff like that. And I think that was really different. I've never seen a team do that before. And the Tennessee Race Chasers have always been on the forefront with that. I believe. I think they didn't get enough recognition for what they were doing. I feel they were kind of. I just don't think they had enough push from the network. Um, I think that had they had enough, I think the show would have lasted longer. But I'm telling you, those guys are 100% um, grade A straight guys. I really like Tennessee Wraith Chasers. Been a big fan of them for years. Um, Another group that I do want to mention that I have a huge respect for, um, and they're not on TV or anything. They don't have a big following on TV because they've never done TV things. But it's a group that I have worked with before in the past, and I really love these guys. Tuscaloosa Paranormal Research Group. I really like these guys. Lead investigator and founder David Higdon. I think he is one of the best paranormal investigators in the South. He is his team is a TAPS family member and has been as long as I've known him. And they are very knowledgeable in what they do. They have a lot of equipment that they do scientifically. They have the core values of what TAPS does. And I really like that with Tuscaloosa. So if you're ever in the need for a paranormal team in the South, I definitely say give Tuscaloosa Paranormal Research Group a call, and they can definitely help you, as well as my team could. But definitely, I would definitely have to grab them guys. So just remember when you're watching a lot of these shows, what you also have to remember is that these shows are filmed over a week's time. Could be 3 or 4 days that they're in a location. They could be there for a week. And they're filming and they're constantly filming. Network goes back and edits what they do, and they are going to show the best of what they capture or what they film. And that's for ratings TV, of course, and to make the show move along. Because you don't want to see an hour-long show and it's, nothing's going on, or, they're not getting anything, or, nothing's happening. They're not hearing any voices, or, they're not capturing EVPs. Because I'm here to tell you, that's what happens in this field. You're not going to go into a location and expect to, hear things moving or get knocks all the time, or, whatever the case may be. It's not like that. 9 times out of 10, there's nothing going on. A lot of times it's dead, which is why usually when we go into a location, we try to get at least 2 days into an investigation to try to at least get some evidence. Now, not saying you're not going to, but don't always go into a location expecting to get anything. So yeah, that's the basis of this show today. Just wanted to, touch base with you on a little bit of the, some of the paranormal teams and TV shows that I like to watch. Paranormal Lockdown's another one. Nick Groff. I love his shows. Jack Osborne's got some great shows. Matter of fact, Jack Osborne's got a new show coming out very soon. So I'm excited to see what Jack's got up his sleeve with the new show. Other than that, I would like to say thank you guys for tuning in, and hope to see you on next week's episode. Episode 4 will be coming to you soon. Until then, thank you and good night.